When I started here, we were all on paper. A lot of the work orders were there in paper form, and they were actually typed out by secretaries as we were going through. Then we got to a point, approximately 1999, and we decided with the augmentation of computers of that nature, we needed to come into the 21st century. And so I set forth and put out the specifications, and the RFP went out, and we selected Azteca Cityworks for all of the many reasons that we use it today. It had immediately, upon implementation, everything that we had ever done before and so much more. From the simple standpoint that I went from having approximately 250 programs on the mainframe to the point where everyone at their desk could do their own reports. They didn't need to have me do that. I had other things to do. And it was marvelous to know that the information was at their fingertips. It was also marvelous to know that if once we did something in our GIS, it appeared immediately on Cityworks. Okay, those have been a couple of very big blessings for us.
Street division, we use the Cityworks basically to track the history of the road. We are able to choose an asset, click on, choose it. We can research it, see when the date of last paving was, or whether it was last mill or overlaid, and we make a maintenance decision based on that information. The goal has been over the years is to reconstruct streets, bring them up to current standards. We basically use it the same way with our concrete work. We can look back on the assets, see when we were last there, when it was last replaced, and make decisions using that information. And we do that each year.
The Streets Division, of course, generates work orders where they track their material, that how many loads comes in. Once we get it here, we use that information to actually convert how many cubic yards are brought into the compost facility, which in turn we convert into tons, which goes on our DEQ report, which is our Department of Environmental Quality, which is a state-managed program. And of course, Cityworks is paramount to us for tracking the work orders. We can track labor, we can track equipment costs. There's a number of features that we use every single day, and every single one of those help us to generate additional revenue for the city, as well as we divert waste from the landfill, which means it elongates its life. Without Cityworks helping us track that, it would be so labor intensive. There are times when you wonder, what it would do to our budgets with hiring additional people to try and track that.
Building Services Division has been using Cityworks for service requests and to generate work orders since June of 2004. We use it for all phases of the Building Services Division assignments, including custodial, HVAC, carpentry, electrical, plumbing. Work orders are generated not just from reactive, from service requests, but we also, from a proactive side, generate about 50 cyclic work orders a month for different areas, notably HVAC, PM work, and for custodial services work.
With respect to the future, the sky is the limit. I really am excited about the implementation of Cityworks Server. I really want everybody to see what I saw and to have touch at their fingertips everything that they need to do with it, to do their job.